Hey guys, welcome back to another long story short podcast episode.
My name is Raj.
And I'm
Well,
Justin.
and welcome back.
Yeah, I think our last episode was about a couple months ago. Holy cow, like time sure flies.
That's no time to fly. We know how busy our lives is, and about a busy life. Just kind of hard sometimes put in our schedule. But we're glad we put some time into it. Put it plan today. Hope you guys are all doing well and happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday indeed. So yeah, we have a few updates that we would like to share before we get into our episode. We're gonna do a little quick sports update. Go ahead, Raj.
So about a couple weeks ago, Duke versus Wake Forest. Duke lost to Wake Forest, and the big court storm came out on the basketball court, and one of the star Duke players got kind of injured, and it's been a hot topic for the last few weeks. And me personally, want to put my personal opinion on it. I like it, but at the same time, whoever hosts the game needs to do base security because it's a rivalry game like Duke versus North Carolina. I think whoever hosts the game needs to be more responsible, like security, all that kind of stuff. You want if they're going to particularly be a court storm, they need to tight with security. And I think I don't know if it's the home team. My personal opinion should have an extra timeout or something, make sure everyone's off the court, and then after everything's off the court, and then if everything's cleared, then they can do the court storm after that. And that way, the visiting team will be going to the locker room, and then they can do the court storm. So that's my personal opinion. But if they want to, if the NCAA or whatever coaches or the committee or whoever is in charge decide to ban it, I have no problem with that because everyone to be the number one thing is to have safety for the players, but right now they don't think the number one priority is not safety for the players. That's what they think. I've been hearing, but yeah, hope it comes to a point where they can make a decision what they're gonna do, especially on the whoever hosts the court, the home team or visiting team, whoever. So yeah.
Definitely, yeah. And then I think my 2 cents on the court storming, like after when Raj showed me the videos of that, it's a huge risk, for players and also for public as well. Like, say for example, if me and Raj were to court storm, both of us would probably get trampled in a heartbeat. No offense.
No offense. Yeah.
But but it's also dangerous and people, I agree there needs to be more security, and also security has to do their job and make sure that the courts are safe, players belong on the court. It's not just a random access for public. And I'm sure they might make other suggestions, and I'm pretty sure they will go into deeper thought before they officially ban it. I'm sure there's going to be other ideas that people are going to talk about as well. But let us know your guys' thoughts on, do you think that court storming should be banned or not? Because I would imagine one thing that would be a court storming cause for sure is, like, say, for example, let's say the Utah Jazz win the NBA Finals, or let's say, a Stanley playoff game or something. That's something I could definitely see, but it's something that cannot be done every time. And if court storming were still legal, I would imagine wait for the court to be cleared first, and then you guys could go out. Not just randomly stampeding out and causing injuries, causing lawsuits. Worst of all, someone dies from getting trampled.
And also they don't want the host of the host school don't want to get into legal fee, like pay $100,000 fine. Also on the visiting team as well. Legal, they want. I mean, I don't want to have legal action coming my way. I don't want that. An issue. So.
Me too, dude.
Yeah,
Me too. Oh man.
So that'd be kind of scary to get. I want to take the court, and it's just scared me when you go to court for stampede people rushing to the basketball court. No, and then also I can't remember who. I can't remember what team they played, but it was also a college football game. Clemson did that too, but I can't remember who it played against. But they did a cold storm on the Clemson cold storm on the football field, and it was crazy. But I can't remember who they played against. So.
Dang. Yeah, but yeah. Feel free to let us know your guys' share in the comments on what do you guys think of court storming. I would imagine it'll be a while before we get the final answer and final updates and stuff like that, especially with those legal fees, because we all know court cases take forever and stuff. Just to make sure everything is in play. So moving on, so just a quick few updates for our episodes. For those who saw the YouTube short that I did the other day, it was about receiving confidence to overcome your challenges, and that is going to be the theme for today's episode. We have all been in situations where we think we cannot do much, where we think it's physically impossible, where we always think it's mentally impossible. And we're getting to a point where most of us are not even doing anything about it because either we're too tired or we're too distracted or we lost the faith in ourselves. I'm sure all of us has felt that at least one time. In fact, Raj, before I continue, like, is there a story about this
Yeah,
you want to share?
there's I was watching a talk by it was a state conference talk a couple of days ago from Hawaii, and there was a mission president talking about distraction and how we can overcome distraction, especially if you're whatever you're in your life right now, you feel or there's a goal that you're working on, and if we get distracted all the time. We get distracted all the time. There's no question about that. But there's a time where we to keep it with try to remain just figure out a way to remain focused. Like put a reminder on your phone or put on your calendar or something. Whatever your goal is that you want to work on, try to figure out the block the distraction away. That way you can have that main focus of where you want to work on yourself or whatever. So I think that's a big deal to try to keep reminding yourself, okay, I need to do this today. I need to do this today, or this way, and try not to make it of the goal that you're setting. Try not to make it a big one. Just make it bigger, small, because as small goal as you can, and then whenever you first start go reward yourself. That way, give you more confidence that whatever your next goal is, that way you can do that. So always reward yourself, like go get ice cream or whatever, or go still get a treat or whatever to reward yourself of all that confidence you build up of that goal you want to set up. So figure out a way, and then also another thing I like about and try to improve my life is meditating. Meditating really helps me a lot to just like peaceful music or whatever, go for a walk or whatever makes keep your mind blocked and keep your mind at ease. That way you have more focus on what you're trying to accomplish.
Mm-hmm. Definitely awesome, Raj. Thank you for sharing that. And and a few things that I want to add on to that as well is starting small and simple is a very, very good way to at least get the ball rolling. And another issue that we have when it comes to facing goals or facing challenges is ego. We always get in a bad habit where we try to do too much of it at the same time. And we also get in the habit of it to be expected to be done at a certain time. There are some things where you can get done in a certain amount of time, but there are most things where they don't always come when you want them to. For example, losing weight. Losing weight takes a lot of time. Losing weight takes a lot of work. I'm actually on that journey myself right now. I started around 275 pounds and now I'm around maybe 253, 254. And it took me a ton of work just to get where I'm at right now. But the thing was, I kept it going. I kept it small and simple. And then I gradually added on more to make that habit better, to make it stronger. And same thing with spiritual goals. For those who attend church and for those who like reading their scriptures, daily prayers, etc. That is the same mentality, the same feeling. If you want to get better at that, you got to get better at that other stuff too. And you also have to be committed to it.
Yeah, you always have to be committed. You have to, as I mentioned, you have to keep that focus, and you have to always have that commit. Really make sure you have that commitment. If you don't have that commitment, you're gonna keep falling. You're gonna fall behind of your goal that you want to accomplish. So keep that commitment, and also try to keep that consistency of of what accomplish when you could go. So one for me, for example, the come follow me curriculum,
Mm-hmm.
I was very bad at not following very well the come follow me curriculum, And I'm right now. I'm slowly progressing. I'm slowly progressing. I'm still need a long way to go, but I'm slowly progressing. Following that conforming curriculum. So,
Hmm.
so
Yeah, and then with me myself, I too did fall behind on that a little bit, and I'm slowly catching up on it. And every time when I do it, it feels great, and it's always a good refresher on to learn from that too. For those who do it, it's really really cool to have. And I thought I'd share a cool story myself on to tie in today's episode, and we'll get wrapping up here. So the other day, and this has also been happening for the past few weeks as well. Have you guys ever had that big, awesome burning feeling inside? And this is something that I also mentioned in the short video I did as well, where you feel that huge amount of confidence just burning inside you, where you literally feel like you can totally do it, where it feels like someone is whispering in your ear of saying, "You got this, you can do it, go out there and make it happen." Now, every time when we receive these feelings, it does feel good. It makes you feel like you're invincible, where you just want to knock that wall down. Now, here is where the most common thing happens. This is where the fear comes in as well. This is where the lack of confidence comes in, because that's where we have that reality check. The reason why I do quotation marks, I'll get to that in a second. The reality check of people saying, "Oh no, you cannot do it. Oh no, you cannot make this happen," or "You should do this, you should do that." Completely ignore that. Okay? If you had that strong feeling that made you comfortable about it in the first place, especially that you already had confidence in yourself that you feel like you could do the impossible, and if it's something that you've been focusing on for years and years and years, I would suggest write it down, think of some basic steps to help you get started, and go out there and make it happen. You're going to receive a lot of doubt everywhere, no matter what. You're going to receive a lot of unrealistic comments here and there, no matter what. People are always going to find ways to try to stop you from achieving your goals. Now, with these goals, you do have to think about them for sure, is make sure that you are able to do them too. Like for example, if I want to go skydiving, just randomly throwing it out there, I got to study the basics of skydiving and make sure I am prepared to do that skydiving, listen to the rules and the regulations on how skydiving works, rather than just jumping out of an airplane not knowing what to do. Otherwise, that would look silly, right?
yeah,
You know, splat. Otherwise, reality is really going to hit you hard if you're not prepared.
yeah. Yeah, going on what you said, like whatever you go away, whatever you want to work toward, do some research, do some reading, make sure you find the basic steps of the goal that you want to accomplish and achieve. That way, follow basics step by step. That way, it makes it easier for you, developing more confidence, and and then do the same process again. Where you do the same process again on the another goal that you work on. Do the same process again.
Exactly.
To repeat that same process that you went through the other goal you did before. Do that same process again and continue on with the goals that you're working on for yourself and what and so forth. So, yeah.
Exactly. And then for my final thoughts here is the one thing that no one wants to feel is regret of not doing it. There's been times in my life where I felt like that, where I go, "Oh, why did I not do this sooner?" Or "Why was I not thinking about this?" Or "Why was I not doing this and that?" The question that we should have asked ourselves when we face that doubt is, why did we not do anything about it?
Yeah, I've always have a lot of regrets to too, and another thing that I always try like every time I feel down or I feel like guilty, I get regret and feel guilty all the time. But the thing that I always try to do if I feel like I go in the bathroom and I look in the mirror, reflect myself. Okay, what did I do? What did I do wrong? What do I need to accomplish? What's the step that I missed into that process of that goal I've been working on? What did I miss a step, or do I need to step back do I need to step back and accomplish something to look back what I did? Okay, and focus on what you need to work on. I would try to look in the mirror of yourself and try not to put. And the one thing I'm working on, I try not to be so hard on myself. That's why It's just me. Just always just natural. Sometimes I feel so hard on myself all the time, and I feel guilty. And I'm trying to improve myself, trying to feel regretful and remorse and guilty for something I did wrong, or that I didn't accomplish it, or something, or I need to take a step back and take a breather, and look back what I did wrong, what step I missed, and then okay, here's what I need to focus on, and then I'll go back to that next step.
Hmm. So, moral of the story, and long story short, be sure to study your goals of what you want to do with your life, and be sure you could come up with ways to overcome them and take it one step at a time. If me and Raj can definitely achieve our goals, so can you guys for sure. Just know that we're rooting for you, and hopefully you will root for us too.
And also, if you have any goals you want to share, you can happy to put them in the comments, and we're happy to talk with you if we can give you advice or whatever of the of the goals you're working on. We're happy to give you advice and help you out whatever you need help with. So we're happy to help out anytime we can.
In fact, speaking of goals, so I was doing a little bit of YouTube researching to help get this podcast out up in the air. This is something that we will need your guys' helps on. So far, we have 2 subscribers, and thank you for those 2 subscribers personally from us. We need about 48 more in order to do the live video perk for YouTube. So please help us get this podcast going up in the air. We could really use your guys' help. Please subscribe to the podcast, share it with a friend or family member, and tell them to check us out as well. And out of that, we hope you guys have a great day, and we will see you guys next time.
See ya. Bye.